Unite has made such progress in the last 10 years. It's become a force for good in our nations, but the time is now here to choose who will be the next General Secretary. I can understand how difficult it is right now to even contemplate an election within Unite, but it matters. This matters. The vision for our union matters for our members going forward, and it matters for wider society. And we have to have a General Secretary who wants to give this union back to our members. I know and understand what you as members and you as reps have gone through over the past year representing our members at the front end. We've lost 150,000 plus to COVID. But it's not COVID that's created the inequalities of society. COVID has just exposed them. People who've been forced into work through the crisis, told that their work is essential, told that they're feeding the nation whenever they're not getting enough money to feed their own family. You as members right here now are facing fire and rehire, the new pandemic across all of our sectors and in all of our nations, opportunistic employers taking advantage of crisis to tear up the terms and conditions of our members and re-employ them on dramatically reduced terms and conditions. We have a government that's offering 1% to our NHS heroes, happy to clap them on an April night a year ago, only to offer them 1% a year on, and a Labour Party upping it by 2.1%. These are people who are at the front end every single day of COVID. People who put their lives at risk. People who put their families' lives at risk in order to look after the health of our nations. It doesn't matter if you're in the public sector or in the private sector. This government, this society intends for you to pay for this crisis, and it's only Unite that will stand up against that. This moment in society has never been more important. A government is passing legislation that allows them to infiltrate the trade union movement, to prevent the right of protest. Governments in Westminster and in Holyrood saying to our members that it's safe for them to be inside a workplace, but not safe to have a lawful picket outside a workplace. Well, twice it's been Unite who have fought those governments in the court and protected your rights to picket. And we've done so because at this moment in crisis, collectivism matters. My role is to empower you as members. It is not to be a presidential General Secretary. My responsibility is to be in your regions, in your nations, to talk to your sectors, to see the union work together. There won't be one day in office as General Secretary where I won't be prepared to fight on your behalf. I stood at the front end with our members in dispute in Birmingham Biddens twice. I've led for this union on blacklisting. I've led for us on Waterford Crystal. I've led for this union in respect of gaining recognition back at INEOS. I've led for this union from start to finish, fighting against fire and rehire. Those successes of the past have built this great union, but now's the time to take us forward. We will talk for the next generation. We will show them that there is power in the union. We will talk of our successes, and we will give confidence to people to join a union and be part of this journey that we are all making together. But what really puts fire in my belly, what we have to be brave enough to say to all of our members, is that this is not the time for Unite to step back from our responsibilities within society. You'll hear through this General Secretary election a narrative that says that the union is too political, not enough industrial, or that the union is too industrial and not enough in the communities. The truth is, our union can be all of that. Our union can be so much more. Be ambitious. Let's create a better society. Let's talk to people about what we do for good. Let's use modern technology to make sure mainstream media does not define us. If you believe that the time for Unite is to step forward and not step back, if you believe that we can use our successes of yesterday to build a better tomorrow, if you believe in hope for the next generation, then please vote for me as your next General Secretary.